What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So, since last episode, I've done a little bit of work here. Yeah, I told you guys that we're probably gonna be adding in a second one of these. What are these called? The blood altars. Well, I'm thinking of the structure, the complete structure. Anyway, I was gonna put in a second one of those, so I've done that. So anyway, we got the second structure set up over here, and yeah, I kind of mirrored what we had over there, and there's only one block of space between the two. Yeah, it wasn't good. So I want 3 blocks of space. It's what I normally do between things, just so you don't feel so cramped and claustrophobic or whatever. Anyway, so I had to move this whole altar over one. Yeah, so as you can see, the actual blood altar itself is not centered on the platform, which means it's a tier 1. So I had to break it and move it. So I put my blood orb in here. It's slurping out all of the LP that's in the altar going into the network right now. I don't have my sigil on me. I'm kind of curious to see what's taking it so long. This isn't full, is it? Oh, maybe it is full. Okay, well, that would be why it's not slurping anything else out, because it can't. Yeah, we're done. So a little bit of this is going to be wasted, but that's fine. We'll just go and break that like so and place it right here. Great. So now we got the tier 2 altar back. Yeah. And we had the whole design. Like I said, I had to move everything over 1 block. Yeah, and then I put this other one here. In fact, like I said, I built them both together, and without thinking about it, there was only 1 block of space. So I moved this one over 1, and then this new structure over 1. So yeah, one of these will be specifically for crafting stuff in. I'm having problems flying. That'll probably be because I can't fly at the moment. Yeah, one of these will be specifically for crafting stuff in. And the other one will be specifically for filling up our essence, our LP network. Yeah, so we'll have to figure out a thing. We'll probably have like witches with a well of suffering witch ritual or whatever that thing's called, where it's just constantly filling up your blood altar and you keep the orb in there. Anyway, that'll be for later. These are things we'll be working on another time. So I was kind of looking through the quest book on what we should continue on with today. How the world grows. This is some of the witchery stuff that we haven't done yet. Yeah, I was talking about this one before where it wanted us to do Leonard's Urn, and you guys had told me in the comments that that guy's no joke and we shouldn't do him right away. So I think we are going to hold off on him, but we got a whole bunch of these other quests that we can do. So I am kind of interested in doing it. One of these wanted us to do like a poppet. One of these wanted us to make the witch hunters. Or kill one of these witch hunters. I don't know how you do this. I've never done that before. We have to research how those guys even come into play. This one right here wants us to make redstone soup. We want this, the redstone soup, for our witchery stuff, so we can fill up the chalice that is on our altar. Yeah, that should give us more overall power. These vines just growing in like crazy. You can fill this up full of the redstone soup, and that'll give you a little bit more of a boost to the altar. So I definitely want to do that. Okay, so let's look at doing this one, the redstone soup. We'll start with this one. So that's pretty easy. We need the drop of luck, which is not easy, and all this other stuff in the kettle. So the drop of luck, we have to do a witch's cauldron. We need a certain amount of power from the altar in order to make this. And I actually don't know how much that is. If we don't have enough for the cauldron to make that, we can draw circles around the cauldron. Yeah, there's a certain way you can do that using some of the witchery books and the chalk. And that will reduce the power that's required to make the thing. Anyway, let me go ahead and look up what we need to do in order to actually create this, get all the materials together, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so in order to get this redstone soup going, we need Mandrake, Nether Wart, Tear the Goddess, Refined Evil, and Mutandis Extremis in the Witch's Cauldron to make this drop of luck. This is like the harder part of the recipe, I think. Anyway, we need this Refined Evil. This is something we haven't made yet. So we need Diamond Vapor plus a gas tier in the distillery in order to get that. The Diamond Vapor is made by Diamond and Oil Vitriol in the distillery as well. So Oil Vitriol, we have one. We might need another one. I don't know. But I did see that we get 2 Diamond Vapors, I think, for each one of these diamonds. So we might not need to do it. So anyway, there is our distillery. Oh, we don't have the bottles in here. That's going to be a problem. Let me grab some of those clay jars. I'm noticing these trees grew right next to each other. It's kind of weird. I keep seeing that as I run back and forth. I didn't think that other sapling is going to grow, but I guess there is no restriction on those trees, like the distance between them, even if they're different for when they can grow. Anyway, We have the clay jars now. We should be able to put this in our distillery like so. And put this in here. I don't know if it matters the like diamond on top or diamond on the bottom, just as long as both those in here, I think. Anyway, this will go ahead and use a little bit of our altar power. It's got to have the altar nearby, I believe, for this distillery to work. I believe both the spinning wheel and the distillery need altar power. So we'll go through, we'll get the different things here. Which one was it again? Yeah, the refined evil. So we'll have to, yeah, diamond plus the oil of vitriol makes 2 of these diamond vapors and an odor of purity. And then with a gas tier with the diamond vapor, we can get another odor of purity, reek of misfortune, foul fume, and the refined evil. This is the item that we're looking for. All right, so we'll be able to get 2 chances at this particular item, and I think that is the only way to get it. We have plenty of gas tiers. We should probably go get those as we wait for the recipe to continue here. We have plenty of gas tiers. As you guys remember, we do have gas soul seeds, essence of the gas, and I think it was like that. Yeah, and that'll get us 6 of these gas tiers. We already have plenty of these. I keep killing gas in the nether as I go back to fill up my Thaumcraft wand. So yeah, we keep collecting them that way. So anyway, this should be done about now, right? Yeah, okay, so there's the diamond vapor, odor of purity, and that second diamond vapor, and a gas tier. So go ahead and put those through again, and that should get us the refined evil. Anyway, let me go ahead and get those, wait for this to happen. We'll drop in the cauldron. I don't know if there is enough power in the altar. In fact, you know what we could do? I bet if we look in the Witchery book, is it the brews? I think there might be a book in here, which is brews, that'll tell us what is required for the drop of luck. Is this, okay, brewing, brews, splash through. Okay, that is not what we're looking for. Is there one in here? It says crafting. Maybe this is what we're looking for. Anyway, if I can't find it in here, I'll just go off to the witchcraft wiki. Oh, here it is. Drop a luck. Bottled luck, rare and hard to make. Well, it doesn't say. Oh, it says altar power 3000. Oh, it actually says right here on the tooltip for the item, altar power cost 5000. For ritual, 7000. I don't understand what that means for ritual, 7000. Okay, well, hold on a second. I didn't know it said that in the book. I guess that's awesome. I thought that was one of those things you just had to look up or just know or experiment with. So our altar has 7,400, so we should be able to do this without having to draw a circle around our cauldron, which will be the first time I've ever been able to do that. So if we add that right here, I believe it was these 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should make ourselves the drop of luck. Let's go back. Not this one, this one. The recipe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there's 5 items. Wait, what did I mess up here? Mandrake, Nether Wart, tier. Oh, you know what? This goes down here as these 5 items. Okay, and this is for the redstone soup. This is the drop of luck. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna do it. That. I got red stuff. That's bad. Red is bad. I don't know what I did wrong. But at least we didn't put a refined evil in there. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure out what I just did wrong. Yeah, those won't go in there. There might have been something already in the cauldron. I don't know. But I should be able to put all those items in. Okay, well, let me figure this out. We'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I'm not sure exactly what I did wrong, but I just broke the cauldron. I put it back. I grabbed all the different items that we need. So Mandrake, Nether Wart, tier, refined, Mutandis Extremis. Oh, now it looks like things are going. Maybe I put them in the wrong order. Maybe it does matter the order that you put them in. But that looks like that's going to do exactly what we want. So I'll probably get, yeah, there we go. I thought I was going to get some kind of a bad effect from that, like paralyzation or something, slowness. So did that just use, yeah, okay, so that used up the power in the altar. We do have enough altar power, which is amazing. Every time I've done this before in the past, I've always had to draw circles around our cauldron because we just did not have enough altar power, but I guess in this setup, it's perfectly fine. Cool, so drop of luck, which is normally pretty difficult to make, and then we need to make the redstone soup now, which I believe is a kettle, yeah. So that's redstone, tongue, drop of luck, belladonna, Woolabat, and mandrake. I used some of the recipe that I had to make this thing. Let me go ahead and just make that up real quick. I don't think that requires altar power, but the slowness is annoying. Let me go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so we have the entire recipe right here, all 6 of these items that we need. I'm going to go ahead and replace my head and my chest plate with the witch's stuff, but I don't think it is possible for us to get more than one of the redstone soups, even though we have this stuff. This is 35% chance of a second brew, except necromantic, whatever. I don't know those words. Anyway, there's that, and that, right? So that should all brew up. We got the yellow swirl, or I'm sorry, not yellow, the white swirlies. So that is what we need, and if we right click on here, boop, we get just one redstone soup. Yeah, I don't think you can ever get more than one of those unless it's a very, very rare chance. I don't think it's possible. Anyway, we're able to get one of those, which should complete this quest, and then the crafting task wants us to make a death protection poppet. Does that require redstone? Poppet, earth, hunger, water, armor, tool, vampiric death protection. Oh, okay, so it doesn't require the redstone. It's another drop of luck. Diamond vapor, we have another one of those. Some gold nuggets, and then a poppet, which is just with Spanish moss, some wool string, and a bone needle, which is a bone plus flint. You get 8 of those. Now, that's pretty easy. I don't know if we need that redstone soup for anything going forward. What I do want to do is put that on our altar. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So we got 7432. So if I break this, we have 5574. 7432, I think, was the number. Anyway, we can do this, or do I have to click that on the chalice somehow? No, there we go. There's a chalice filled with the redstone soup. Put that back. And now we get 9290. So that's pretty powerful. That's a lot more stuff that we have in our altar. I think this might be the maximum things that we can have for our altar right now. There might be something else, but I think that's pretty good. When we were trying to get this altar powered up the other day, by the way, I did go underground. Let's see, is this, I think we can do it here. I did go underground here, and I planted a bunch of vanilla trees thinking, well, if they can pull from certain range, let's just go ahead and stick a bunch of them underground here. Yeah, I don't think that really helped too much, but I think that would allow us to remove any of the vanilla trees from up here that I did plant, like this guy right here. But either way, I don't think we're going to need more than the altar power that we currently have. That's quite expensive, quite a lot of stuff that we have going on here. Not expensive, quite powerful is what I meant to say. Anyway, let me go ahead and go ahead and craft up this death protection poppet. I've actually never made a poppet before. You know what we should do? Let's just read the quest. That's probably a good idea. The power within, through brewing, you found a way to infuse yourself with a power unlike anything you've had before. The first step is to brew some redstone soup. I might need that soup again, which is fine. This is going to give us 3 more for the reward. It says the reason you hadn't obtained this power before is due to its tendency to immediately try and kill anyone who tries to infuse it into themselves. You think you may just be able to avoid this using a death protection poppet. Okay, so this is going to protect us from something that's probably going to kill us, I guess. Anyway, let me make this up real quick, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I just noticed that my greater band of mana was like almost empty, so I went ahead and I filled it up. So we got our Botania stuff going on over here. Anyway, it turns out like one of these things can hold like a full mana pool's worth of mana. At least that's kind of what it felt like as I was slurping the mana down into this to recharge it. So anyway, we got all the stuff ready to go here for our death protection poppet. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It says not bound, so I assume we have to right click it or something in order for it to work on us. I'm not sure how these work. I've never used poppets before, but anyway, there we go. There's a death protection poppet. I did have to make a second drop of luck, but yeah, we got that going. So it says not bound. Yeah, it doesn't say we have to do anything else here. That's going to give us 3 more redstone soups, so that's good. Do I have to right click on this thing? Let's find out. If I right click, not bound, shift right click, not bound. So I'm not sure how we get this thing to be bound. Strange whispers reveal secrets to me. I got a research point. Okay, anyway, I guess we'll figure this out here in a minute. So we got the death protection poppet. It's going to give us a redstone soup. Let's claim that reward. That's a great reward. We'll go ahead and, I guess we'll just put those away since those are kind of expensive. I don't really want those on me. Okay, so what else do we have here? Okay, so we have 4 different potions we can do. Solar World, Infernal Animus, I guess. Spirit of Otherwhere, and Ghost of the Light. Soul of the World. One of the options for infusion is that of the overworld. This infusion allows the manipulation of the earth and metals. See page 53 of Witchcraft Circle Magic for information on performing the infusion. Only one of these 4 quests can be completed. Okay, only one of these 4 quests can be completed. It yelled at me. Okay, so I guess that means if we complete one of these, all 4 of these will be done. And then we can get over here to whatever this is. The Infernal one wants us to make this. It looks like all of these quests give the same thing and say the exact same text. Okay, so which page was that? 57 of Witchcraft Circle Magic. Let's go to page 57. Page 14. Okay, let's go back one page. Rite of Summoning. Summon your familiar that has been dismissed or killed. Breath of the Goddess into the... Okay, is that right? Rite of Infusion. Okay, so page 58. Not 57. Anyway, you must stand in the circle. Ghost of the Light. Altar Power. Soul of the World. Spirit of Otherwhere. And Infernal Animus. Looks like we can do a broom plus flying... Oh, that's right. You can make a flying broom. I think I've heard of that. And infuse a mystic branch and twig plus mystic unguent. Okay, anyway, so this doesn't really tell us what infusing ourselves with these things do, but I think I saw the information about that on the Witchcraft Wiki. It might actually tell us somewhere in these books, but I would imagine it should tell us right here, right? And if we can only infuse ourselves with one of these things, I want to know which one we're going to want to do. This one's purple. This one's red. And both of those look like using the white or the gray. Okay. Anyway, let me go ahead and do some research, figure out which one of those I would like to make and which one we should infuse ourselves with. And we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, well I was doing some research on Witchery, trying to figure out what we needed to do to bind our poppet to ourselves, and I got it done. So let me show you how this is done. You just make yourselves a glass bottle and a bone needle. You craft those together to get a tag lock kit, like so. And you just right click on it on a player's bed, either your own, whichever bed you slept in, or a bed that another player has slept in if you're playing on a multiplayer server. Anyway, you right click on it, hear the ding, it now says tag lock kit Hypnotizd. So this says bound to me. So you take your poppet plus this, you craft them together, and it says bound to me. I assume you could craft this with another player tag lock kit, and that will change it to them. But anyway, that's how this is done. So yeah, I just went ahead and I did that off camera. Cool. So next thing we need to do is make yet one more drop of luck. It seems like we're making a bunch of these today. So refined evil. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make the drop of luck right here. Just boop, 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 boop. Yeah, not a problem. Our altar has plenty of power and all of that stuff. So I was trying to figure out how we're going to infuse ourselves, which of the different 4 things we're going to do. And what do we get here? Paralyzed. I can't fly. Yeah, so I was thinking what we're going to do is the infusion of Otherwhere. And what that will do is allow us to teleport around, teleport mobs around. Let's see, we can set a recall point or something. So that's kind of like a free warp back to home. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. So I think that's what I want to do. So in order to make that infusion, we have to have redstone soup, wool of bat, 2 of these eyes of ender, a potion of swiftness, and a drop of luck. So these 6 items, and those go into the kettle. I do need a glass bottle in order to do something with that, in order to pull it out of the kettle. So let's make another glass bottle. I think we just used the last one a moment ago. We'll just do that, and one of those. Cool. Yeah, again, I don't think that these brews are, that they're, the witch's robe and hat does anything for us, but we can go ahead and try it as we make this thing. So let's try this. So yeah, it's expensive. I don't want to mess it up. Redstone soup, this, and one of those. And looks like we got the white swirlies. Ah, that's right. It did say you get 2 of those actually when I was looking this up. This is called Spirit of Otherwhere. Yeah, when we click on here, it does say we get 2 of them. We got 2, so I don't think these have any effect on that outcome. Okay, so now we have this. We need to infuse ourselves with this stuff. This is something I haven't looked up yet. I think there is a special circle that we have to draw in order to infuse ourselves with it. I don't think this one over here that we're using, the charging one, will work. I think we have to do something different. So I'm going to have to look that up, draw out another circle. Grab the circle magic one. I think this did have a section here for player. Oh, yeah, right here, right? So that might be the same circle. That's a 7x7 and 11x11. So the one with 5 and the one with 3. That might be the same circle we have here, right? There's 3 and there's 5. We might be able to use this circle. Okay. So what does it say that we have to do? You must stand in the circle. Ghost of the light. No, we want soul of the world. Spirit of other air. Oh, right. Okay. So we can't do that. We have to draw a new circle with the purple ones. Forgot about that. Okay. So we need the different chalk. So how do we get the purple otherware chalk? Okay. Did we not get that as a reward? I remember getting some of those different chalks, but I don't remember what we got. We did. Okay. So I wonder if I can just replace what we have, just like break the white one and replace it. I think that would probably be easier. Maybe you can't break these. How do you remove the circle? Okay, that is not easy to do. Okay, well, I'm going to go through. I'm going to replace all the white chalk. Dang it, this is so slow. With the purple one. Yeah, then when we are infused, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that again. We can switch this back to the white. I probably should have just made another circle area, but honestly, I don't really care that much. Anyway, let me swap this all out with the purple. We'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, well, I have the 2 circles made. It turns out it's easiest just to place a block down and break the block, and then replace, or I guess redraw the chalk thing, instead of trying to break each individual one and then place it down. So some of these we have dirt from when I placed down a block and then immediately killed the grass. Some of them we don't. Anyway, so I think we should be good to go. That should be the 7x7, 11x11 circles. If I remember correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 7 and then 11. Okay, we should be good to go. So it says that we have to do this infusion with us standing in the circle. So I'm going to turn off the magnet. Just take that off. I guess we just place this down and right click on the thing with us on the circle. I think. Try it. That's gonna kill me. Okay, I think we're infused. We have a thing there on the left and our poppet went away, so we must have died. Okay, I guess we're infused. That's all it is. That's it. I was expecting more than that. Anyway, so in order for us to do anything with the infusion, we need a witch's hand. I think we've seen these before. They're kind of like, ugh. They're kind of like weird looking. So if I right click, too far, hold mouse button, longer to teleport. That is pretty cool. So we have that little bar now on the right hand side. I'm not sure what that bar does, but I can right click and just kind of teleport short distance. I'm like spamming click right now so you can see like the time between. So you can only go like every second or two. Yeah, so that's what we got. I wonder how far can we go if I go all the way over here. I don't know if that's too far. It's keep making that sound. Okay, so that's just overall too far. So I'm noticing on the right, that bar has gone down a little bit. I don't know if that recharges over time or I have to re-infuse myself every single time for us to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. So can I go all the way over here? I'm holding down right click. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. So apparently you're supposed to be able to do like shift right click. Shift right click, shift left click, left click. There's supposed to be some way where you can set a home point. Oh, okay. So sneak and hold the use button until you hear a sound and or see release mouse button to set. Okay, so sneak, right click. Okay, so we have a recall point set here in the overworld. Let's see, sneak, punch an entity to teleport it to you and the last recall, or teleport you and the last recalled save point. So if we do this and that, No, that didn't work. Oh, it didn't punch. I right-clicked. So there it goes. So that's pretty cool. So I can warp an entity and myself out of the box. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I guess I can get this guy out of here now, this other one, since we're not really using them. Yeah, so that's awesome. They should see the little quote-unquote village and head over that way, I would imagine, at some point in time. So these witches' hands do actually have a use. I didn't know that before. I just thought they looked really, really weird and kind of like ugly, but yeah, they do serve a purpose. Now, there's some other things you can do with this besides using it and holding the button to teleport. So you can sneak plus hold the use button until you hear... Oh, that was what we just did. Sneak plus use to return to the last recall point. So that takes us back over here. So I guess if we fly all the way over here and then sneak use, that takes us back over to where we set the recall point. So that's pretty awesome. That's like a free, you know, warp home. And I don't know if that works cross dimension. We should probably set it like right here, I would imagine, if we were going to do this. There it is. Cool. It does say home point set to overworld. So to me, that sounds like you can be in a different dimension and still recall. I'm curious to see that work. I've never seen this happen before. So this is quite interesting to me. So if we're in the nether and we're doing stuff, we're killing pigmen or whatever, trying to get our wand recharged, we just shift, use this. Did I break the game? Okay, well, I didn't break the game, but that took a long time for it to warp me back here. I did wait it out, and I did end up back here where I set the home point. Well, either way, that is really, really cool. The fact that I can warp monsters around, like mobs or whatever. So if over here in a cow farm, a cow escapes, I can set a home point right inside here and warp the cow inside of it. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's very, very handy. I got to figure out how we do charge up that bar there on the left. I assume we got to reinfuse ourselves every single time. Like, that's limited use. It's not just you do it once and you have that power for forever. These chunks aren't looting right. Anyway, I think that's probably about all we can do with the infusion of otherware, but I think that is well worth it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We go back to the quest book. Spirit of Otherware completed. Unclaimed rewards. Let's. Oh, that also gives us a witch's hand too. Let's go ahead and claim that reward. And the final one is Swish and Flick. That's a Harry Potter reference, I think. Maybe. So this wanted us to do a... Oh, kill an ant. We've killed ants before. I don't know why it wants us to do that now. Okay. So let us... Yeah, I guess we'll spawn some trees and kill an ant. Okay, there we go. We got an ant to spawn. Let me go ahead and pull him over here. Hey, back off, guy. Back off. I'll kill you. I will kill you. Yeah, let's bring him over here. You bone meal that ground. Okay, yeah, we'll bring him over here. We can't get us being protected by the leaves, and you're dead. Cool. All right, so there we go. There's our ant twig, and then the older sapling, I believe is what that is. And ruined saplings. Yeah, I grew a bunch of these ruined trees, trying to get one to spawn. Finally got one. Oh, that's right. I have my magnet turned off still. Let's put that back on so I can pick up all these different saplings and things. Cool. All right, so quest book says... Yeah, the ant is done. Detection task wants us to make Mystic Unguent. The recipe for that is ruin, redstone soup, strength, creeper heart, demonic blood, which is a demon heart, plus diamond vapor, and a demon heart I don't know how you get. Do we have to kill Leonard or whatever for this? Maybe. So that might be something. Yeah, that might be something we have to save for another day, guys, because we're getting close to the end of the episode here. In fact, you know what, guys? You know what? I think we are going to go ahead and wrap it up here for today. Whoops, that's not F1. That one is. Yeah, Demon Heart. That is something I'm not really familiar with in Witchery. It's something I've never done before. There's no recipe in NEI, so I assume we have to kill a monster in order to get that. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of stuff done for today. Doing the player infusion stuff, those are things I've never done before in Witchery, and that was pretty interesting how to do that. I've never made poppets before either, so definitely cool, like doing new things that I've never done. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.